AdultTalk, a podcast by Adult Work.
Hello, everybody, and welcome one more time to our Adult Talk show podcast. I'm sure you guys are going to have an amazing time. We have a very special guest today. But before that, I'm here with my co host, Aurora. Bella, how are you doing today?
Hello guys, thank you Juan Amaro. Doing great, new episode, new story I hope, so can't wait.
I can't wait as well. We are very excited. She's a content creator, an adult content creator, webcam model from AW. Leila Lani, how are you doing? Welcome. Thanks so much to take your time and join us on the podcast.
No worries. Yeah, I'm good.
So, the first thing I'd like to ask you, how long have you been in the industry? And did you go straight into webcam? Tell us a little bit about yourself, introduce yourself.
So I actually signed up in 2021. So yeah, it's been nearly
3 years.
4 years.
So was that close to during pandemic? No, it was after.
So just after the pandemic, so I think that happened in 2020, and then I did the year after, and I signed up, and yeah, I wasn't on it full time when I signed up.
Before, have you been in the industry for a long time? Or this is where you actually start?
Yeah, that was the first time I dipped into it.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
take us a little bit before that. So before 2021, what did you do? What did you work at?
I worked in so many different jobs. I used to be a beautician, so beauty therapist, massage therapist. I used to work in sales, so I used to sell all sorts of things. I actually sold beauty products, and then I sold things like underfloor heating, and then I worked for customer service as well. I was actually I've worked for Tesco, Sainsbury's, I've done loads of jobs.
So, and then in 2021, when you started, when did you remember, like, when it clicked that you had that? Wait, one sec. I can do this. I like this. When it clicked to you that you were getting to the industry?
Yeah, so that would have been like 2022, 2023. And I was like, do you know what? So that within the last couple of years, I'd say.
All right. And did you go straight into, what did you do first? How it clicks, and what did you do first? You didn't wake up in the morning and said, you know what, I think I'm going to do webcam. And then you turn in your computer and said, okay, let's go, let's search for it. How was the process for you?
So the process was just like, I watched it a lot in my 20s, like I'm early 30s now, and I'd watched like documentaries a lot about webcam, and I've always wanted to do it, and I just think I had like insecurity issues if I couldn't do it before, and then obviously, yeah, it just kind of like all sunk in. I had a little bit of like surgery on my face. I had 2 nose jobs. And then I began to just sort of like feel really like confident. And then, yeah, I started like going on obviously webcams. And yeah, it just spiraled out from there, because now obviously I do, Babe Station TV, I do OnlyFans, I do all sorts of different things now in the industry. So.
All right. And the reason why we intend to ask every model when and how did they start? Because there is a lot of models now who doesn't do webcam or not even in the adult industry, and they're thinking, I would like to, and then they would do the research, and then they will stumble into these podcasts like you did, into documentaries, and they're gonna listen to your podcast, and they're gonna say, I would like to be like Leila. I think I'm gonna do that. That's why I ask. So sometimes they're not confident enough. They still trying to find a way in how to start their career as a adult content creator, and that's why I ask. So when you actually decide to do webcam, what was did you sign up for, of course you did your research, but did you sign up to the platforms and then you just went straight into the webcam, or you use different sort of service like phone chat first, or you started your socials showing your pictures, some videos in order to create a buzz, or you just went straight in first day, first live show? How was it?
Yeah, so the first thing that I went on was actually, I think it was Adult Work, and then I think the second thing was OnlyFans. So with Adult Work, I went straight into webcams. Yeah, so I didn't just do phone chat, I did the whole thing. And I remember my first customer, and he still calls me now, and I remember it very, like every time he calls me, I'm like, you're my very, very first customer.
That's good though.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. And it's like, it's good because it's like now, obviously, over the course of a couple of years I've been doing it, everything's like progressed. And obviously, I've got more of a presence now, and people are sort of they come back to you. But yeah, I started on Adult Work, which was like the first one. And then I started going more on the social media, like, I made my own Instagram page. And then obviously noticed that Twitter, X, a good way to promote yourself. Yeah.
And then you build from one thing to the other, connecting from the platform to your socials, and then sending customers from socials to funds to the platform. But how interesting it is that you remember, and you still have your first customer, or the first person went there and they became regular, right?
Yeah.
So how is this process? Even though it's virtual, you sort of connect to the person who are joining the shows, right? If they are following you and you put your schedule, this afternoon I'm gonna be live or whatever.
Yeah.
People that are following you on a regular basis, they will be joining the shows every time. So you end up spending a lot of time with those people, right? So creating a sort of a virtual connection kind of thing, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And how is that? Before you started, did you feel a little bit anxious, or like, I'm not sure how they're gonna respond, how they're gonna behave on the room? Did you have that? How do you call it? How to say it? That
like nervous. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I think anyone obviously starting out, the first one's always going to be a little bit nerve-wracking. Don't know what to expect, but it's so easy once you get in the gist of it. It's just like being you, and then you can just express yourself on the camera.
No, I was gonna say they love it. Do they? So the more comfortable they get with you, do they have? I'm sure they have some crazy requests, right?
Really crazy, yeah.
Did you get any sort of request that you thought, no, I have my boundaries here, I don't do that, or you just like you don't mind, whatever you go with the flow?
I do mostly go with the flow, yeah. If it's something like, like really extreme that I don't want to do, I'll kind of tater for it a little bit, and then it's like, I'll kind of make it look like I'm doing something, but I'm not. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, honestly, like some of the things that I've had, like really mad stuff, like even just like, people just like obsessed with parts of my face. Like I had someone that was obsessed with my nose.
And what did they ask? What did they ask about your nose?
They were just like, oh, I really love your nose, like it's so perfect, and I just want to get off to it.
But it's a good compliment.
Yeah, I said, well, yeah, my surgeon did a good job, didn't he?
It's a good paying compliment.
Yeah.
So, in all these years that you've been performing now, is there anything that you really, really enjoy and like, and something that you really, really don't like? Or do you like everything? Or there is things that you have your lines, your boundaries? Is there anything in particular that you like and you dislike in the industry as a whole?
As a whole, I can't really say that I dislike much, to be honest. I think you've got to really love what you're doing to do this job. I think some of the things that people can come out with, I've just had like positive experiences, to be honest, but I know there's probably been girls that have had like negative experiences, like guys comment on things about your body or whatever, but I've always had a good experience. So I don't know, really. I think the best thing about it is just like you can just be yourself, express, and you're just making money for just basically just having fun at the end of the day. It's like, and it's not, it can be quite a lot of money that these guys want to pay.
Oh, that's a win-win because you're having
Yeah.
fun, you enjoy yourself, but
Exactly.
you're also making money. So I guess the most amazing thing is making money, right?
Yeah, I think it's quite important to enjoy it as well, because if you're not enjoying it, then it's not giving out a good experience at the end of the day to the other person. But I feel like the more that you're putting in it, the more you get out of it. So
Yep. We had other models as well, and because a lot of models are watching now, if they never started and they're on that process of researching, people does have questions of do I actually make money of it? Of course, you don't need to disclose your financial, but does models can actually make good money out of it, out of the business, out of the work, if they put the work in?
yeah, 100%. Like I said, I'd done so many other jobs, and I started this as like a side thing. Now this is my full job, so I don't do anything else now. But I was doing this obviously like on the side, just making a little bit, and then obviously putting a lot, obviously more of my time and effort into the other jobs, working 9 to 5s or whatever, and then not getting anywhere with it. But then obviously if you put your full time into this and go all out in it, you're gonna make money.
What's that one thing that make you say, "Do you know, I'm gonna leave the other jobs and I'm gonna go full on with webcam or content creation or whatever?" Because before you said you were inspired by some documentaries and then you started going in the industry. And then what's that one thing that first of all made you stay in the industry, and second of all made you do this as your full-time job?
So staying in this it's just a no-brainer for me. I just enjoy it too much, and it's just like I just felt like I'm my own boss. I can choose my hours whenever I want to work, and I can make a better living off it than what I was doing 9 to 5 job. And I was being burnt out. I was being basically bossed around by someone above me, a manager, and yeah, and just be constantly like, I remember like, I think this job I had, just sort of like breathing down my neck a little bit, and it's like there's no better feeling, like when I've had that, and I was doing, obviously I've got my webcam and that, and I'm my own boss, and I'm like, why am I working for someone else who and I'm getting paid less working for them but doing more hours? And it's like I'm getting paid more to do this, and I get more hours, I work less hours, sorry, and I get more time to myself. So it's a no-brainer. It really is no-brainer. It's like, if I put more into this, I'll see more out of it. And it's like, this is what's making me happy at the end of the day. This is, I feel like this is where my path is. I never felt that my path was 9 to 5.
I think a lot of models we start doing the webcam, and they at some point during that journey, if they have not yet left other jobs, there is a moment, I think there's that little moment of freedom that clicks, that she's thinking, you know what, I can do this full time. Like you just said, I don't have somebody bossing me around.
Exactly.
I wake up whenever I want.
Exactly.
And you know that every time it can become addictive as well. Some model told us this as well. It can become addictive, especially on the beginning, because you know that every time that you are offline, you could be making money online. So it can become a very enjoyable, I would say, addictive making money process. Is that correct?
Yeah. It's a good, what's the word for it? Sort of like motivator and such. It's like get online, because it's like, for instance, like last night, and I'm like, oh, don't I? And I'm like, right, went on there, 100 quid in, half an hour.
It's like that.
Just like that. I'm like,
Just
"Do you know what?
like that.
If I hadn't logged on, then I wouldn't have got that." And that was,
Exactly. That's a win-win.
yeah.
Half an
literally.
hour.
And I weren't doing nothing. I was just at home. I'm in a dressing gown. I'm not even dressed up. I'm ready to go to bed. And I thought, I'll log on for 10, 15
I'll make
minutes.
I'm just before going to bed, I'm gonna make 100 quid. And the adults like, hello guys, how are you doing?
100, yeah.
It's the important part that you build your own schedule. If I want to go live, I go live. If I don't want to work today, I don't work today. So you build your own schedule, and then you don't have someone bossing you around, as Juan Amaro said before. You're your own boss.
Yeah, it's the freedom that you have,
Flexibility.
the flexibility that you have, and I think the reinforce of that motivation is when you look at your bank account and you see numbers going up, and you think, like you just said, I went there for half an hour and I had 100 quid. Is that freedom of say, I'm going to stay 1 hour and maybe make 200 or maybe make more. So it's a no-brainer, like you said. It's 100% a no-brainer.
And also, as Leila mentioned before, it's something that lets you express yourself. You're having fun. Because Leila said you're going live and you're having fun. So you're getting paid actually while you're having fun. So why not, right?
It's a win. So in this period that you have been, so if you had to highlight one thing that you absolutely love, what would that be? Would be webcam? Or do you create content as well? So you leave content on the platform as well? A lot of models, sometimes they believe, I'm not gonna do it because I don't have the correct equipment, so it's very expensive to buy cameras and stuff like this. And sometimes they forget that with a phone, they potentially can do good quality content, image and videos, be able to post them there and earn money as you sleep. Because if you leave contents there and you promote that content, probably will be sold, the content will be sold, and you are with passive income, right?
Yeah. So this is another thing. Obviously, you've got the content and stuff like that. It's always good to offer your content and have that, obviously, constantly building that up and doing as much as you can. Because like you say, when you are asleep, people will be buying it.
And is that your favorite thing? Create content or webcam or a different service?
My favourite is webcams. I don't know, like I have been a little bit lazy with content, but this year I'm putting myself out there more, and I am going to be making a lot more content. Because like you say, with content, if you promote it right and you've got your customers, you're making it when you're not even working. And it's like, that is one thing obviously to hack. If you can hack that, and if you can be really good and get a schedule, make your content, your pictures, your videos, have like, you could get it all done within 1-2 days in the week and just smash it out. And then like I say, you're making that when you're not even online. But obviously when you are online, I do enjoy being online and being interactive with people. So yeah.
And it's like you said, in a day you can do so many, because if you record a video, let's say of let's give some tips. If you record a video, let's say of 20 minutes, and you cut that in 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes length, how many now 2-3 minutes length video would you have in a 20-minute video? And if you want to put effort on it and create a storyline in that video, let's say, and you promote that right, you definitely will make some good money on the passive income, like no doubt, for sure.
And actually, content is kind of your selling point, because I'm assuming if someone will join you on Cam, I would say before they're going to check out your content, have a quick preview.
Yeah, they're going to want to look at what you've got on the profile. They're going to want to look at your pictures. It's quite important to have a free gallery, and then obviously private one if they want to see more, and then obviously videos. Yeah,
Your content create your videos and your images and everything is your presentation cards, let's say like this, right? Your business cards. They check this and they think you, wow, she's so beautiful. And then they go to check you on your profile, and your profile is well set. All the description there is very nice, and they check a little whatever free on the profile you have, they check that, they love that. And they go to your live shows, and when they go to your live shows, you overcome the expectation they have. You give much more than they expect, and that will create the connection in order for them to become regular. Like you said, the first person that was with you and they're still there with you, it's amazing. It's very very nice, very very amazing. So was that webcam was the thing you like the most, right? Favorite. Within the webcam, is there anything that you absolutely like in the webcam? Do you like the toys, the love sense? Do you use it? Do you like it? Is that something that your customers like?
Yeah, the Lovens is really good. That's a big one. People love that one. I've got loads of different ones.
And I think if you take advantage of Lovens, you can make even more money, I would say.
Yes, you can. Yeah, I had, what is it? One night I had about 500, 600 quid out of a guy with the Lovens.
Whoa.
That's a lot.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and that was like, I don't know how long for, maybe like an hour. Like £600 in an hour, and he's just, letting it go.
Amazing. But see, so if you're watching this podcast right now, you are thinking of starting webcam, well, don't stay behind. Do like Layla.
Go for it.
Join the links. Exactly. Join the links here on the description of this video. Subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Spotify, and you will also be able to find all Layla socials here as well. So towards the end of the shows, we always do some questioning, right? We have about 10 questions. They're very fun, very, very nice. But before that, is there any like a story within this time that you've been there that is like any request or anything that you remember you're thinking, oh my God, one time this customer asked me to do this, like maybe right on the beginning and you were a newbie, and you were starting and you didn't know really how to handle things, and someone asked you something to do, or was there any stories around there that's when you didn't know yet how to handle things?
I think, like I said, like the first client I had, I think at the time I was living with, it was my ex at the time, so I had a boyfriend at the time, and I remember he was sort of sat in the other room, like listening in a little bit, and he was like, oh, like, do you want to like show me your body or whatever. It's a little bit like, I don't know, I didn't really know what to do at first. It's just kind of like, but then, yeah, I don't think I've had anything really too outrageous until after I'd been in the industry a little bit. And then I got used to it, and then I was like, do you know what?
The more confident as well, with time passing, you become more confident and you learn how to handle things, because in the end of the day, you are behind a screen, you are in a safe environment, which is your house.
Yeah.
If you don't like anything, or if there is anything that you disapprove, you are one click away of banning the person, and that's it, right? Do you believe that the environment and the industry is a safe, on the webcam industry, is a safe environment to be? Even though you are in your house and...
Yeah, I think it's very safe. I've not had any problems.
And again, if you have any sort of issue, it's just like, it's one click away, right? It's like, okay, bye-bye, I didn't like that.
Yeah, that most of the time they come on, and if they ask something, can you just like, no, they just go anyway.
All right. And if a model was starting today, and they are listening to this podcast, and they said, you know what, I'm going to start today, what would you tell them? What would you say to her? Go for it. What would she do? What does she have to do first?
So obviously make your profile look good, put some eye-catching pictures on there, do a little description, And then obviously if you can get on the live shows as soon as possible, just to put yourself out there. Yeah, just like don't really delay, and just if you can spend as much time on it as you can within the first month, then and build them clients up.
Making 600 per night with one of the guys.
Yes.
That would be like, I made it.
Big goal. So you think social media is important?
Yeah, I think so. I think social media is important. You do need to build a bit of a, like a presence. Obviously, you've got Twitter, it's X now, isn't it? That's a very good one to get your customers from as well. Obviously, you've got Instagram, it's a little bit more like PG on Instagram. But yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I would say social media is like your portfolio and also drives traffic to your live cam sessions or even your galleries or whatever. So I would say I agree that social media, it is important indeed.
Yeah.
It's an extension from your work, right? So if it's what people will see first. So wherever you are putting yourself out there, it doesn't matter if it's X, Instagram, TikTok, whatever you are, you need to sort of understanding that every person looking at your content, if you work in the industry, everybody look at your content is a potential client. So if they're a potential client, you need to take the approach you should have is like, I will make good everything, because in the end of the day, they see you as a whole, like from social media, into you need to understand the funnels that they go into your profile. So they come from social media, from podcasts like this. So when somebody now listens to this podcast, it's different audience that will say, oh, she's very nice, she's very down to earth, I'm gonna go and check her out. And they'll go and check you out. So that's the importance of be at the top of your game everywhere you are as a content creator, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because each platform gives you the ability to reach out to different kind of audiences, I would say.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's ping pong questions time. First question, describe yourself in one word.
Unique.
Okay. What's your ultimate turn on?
Oh, boob play, I think.
Okay.
What is it? Sorry, I missed it.
Kissing on the neck. Kissing on the neck, I think.
Kissing on the neck.
Yeah.
Kissing or cuddling?
Kissing or cuddling?
Yep.
Oh, kissing.
Kissing. As the kissing in the neck,
You move to one place to the other.
Exactly. What's your secret weapon to seduce someone?
Oh, my eyes.
You have beautiful eyes. What's one thing on your bucket list?
Oh, one thing on my bucket list. Just to travel more places, I think.
Yeah.
Can't really think of anything in particular.
What's your favorite place to travel that you have been, and one place that you have not been that you'd love to go?
I really want to go, like, I'm into my cars. I want to go to Nürburgring. I haven't been yet.
To where?
Nürburgring in Germany. I haven't been yet.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you haven't been there. And your place that you have been, that you love it, and you would
The
go
place
back?
that I will go back. Australia.
Nice.
Especially in the summer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always summer there, right?
Yeah. Winter here. I'll go over there.
You know what you're gonna get, So if you could meet and create content with a celebrity, who would that be?
Oh. I don't know. I've always liked Chloe Khan. I don't know. Do you know her?
Not really, but
The
since
top one
you
in
know.
the
She's not on the English. Okay. Like
Just
we
in this-
see
yeah.
we see a lot of models every day, like thousands of models, and sometimes we get okay, we'll check her out.
Definitely, I'm gonna have a look later. Okay, so what's the last thing you googled?
Oh, last thing I googled, I don't know, probably like some car part. It's like for my car. Like an induction kit.
What's your ultimate fantasy?
Oh, ultimate fantasy. I do like more than one guy. I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5 guys.
You said it. What's the weirdest place or even situation you've ever had sex?
Weirdest place.
Or situation.
Situation.
Yeah, or a weird place. I don't know. You're in the middle of the wedding or something like this. I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. I had sex in a bush once.
In the bush,
In the park.
in a park, in
Long
a
time
park.
ago.
During the day,
What's that?
during the day or during the night.
The night.
Of course not.
She's like, no, the night. But maybe it was if it was during the day, it would be really weird.
Yeah, that would be weird. I've done it in the car before as well, but I didn't think that was as weird.
And the car is more common.
Common, yeah, I would say.
Yeah.
But in the park during the day,
No.
because there is the risk aspect as well, right? That somebody will come here, and some people they like those adrenaline. Are you adrenaline junkie as well? Do you like those kind of adrenaline?
I'm a little bit like that with speed, like in the car.
All right.
But other than that,
I mean, sex on the car moving.
oh, not when it's no, definitely not done with Layla.
I am adrenaline junkie. Do you like? I like having sex on the car moving at 120 miles an hour.
Okay, last question. If you win 1 million today, what's the very first thing you would buy?
Oh, a flight ticket to Australia.
Cool.
I really like Australia. Whereabouts in Australia? Sydney.
Sydney was good. I've been to Sydney before. I would go back there, but I want to go up East Coast. And then, yeah, I want to go everywhere. I want to go Melbourne. I want to go to all places I didn't go to before.
Oh, nice, amazing. Okay, one last question. Is there in the industry somebody that you look up to?
Yeah, I think it was that Chloe Khan is what I always looked up to. Like I said, I remember watching her on documentaries, and then she got her own web business, and then I feel like she was the one that inspired me. And I met her as well. Actually, I met her. There was a Glamour Awards, which was like a couple of months back, I think in November. So I actually met her as well. But
And
yeah.
one more question, I just thought. If you could have a superpower, what would that be?
Oh, I don't know. I've thought about this a few times. If it'd be wings so you could fly, or be invisible. One of them two, I think.
Invisible flying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Invisible, I think, would be a very interesting one. Huh?
Yeah, but even fly though, because you can go everywhere.
Go anywhere, yeah.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Leila, was beautiful. It was very nice to have a chat with you in the podcast. We are planning, hopefully, to towards next couple of months, potentially do another cast with you. If you would like to join us again to tell us more story about yourself, about the industry. Before you go, I would love you to leave a message to everybody who is listening now, people who are planning to become a webcam model like yourself. So leave a message to our listeners, and also where people can find you on your socials, on your ads.
So yeah, don't delay. If you're thinking about it, I would get on it straight away. Time is money at the end of the day.
Literally.
Yeah, always, you've got so many different, like I said, like on social media now, you can either, you don't know about any ideas or whatever, just follow other girls, what they're doing, and then mix it up and make it your own. And yeah, try and bring something unique that guys will love and keep coming back for. So yeah.
Where they can find you?
So mine, I've got, do you want me to spell it out?
Yeah, spell out for X on your X is at X.
Is at X Layla, which is Leila, Lani, Lanix.
There we go, guys. Well, thank you so much. It was a pleasure to have you with us. Remember, on the description of this video, you'll find some links. Also, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, become part of our family here. Also, follow us on Spotify. Enjoy, keep tuned, because we're gonna have a lot of models that you know and models that you don't know into our podcast, so you can get to know them. Thank you so much, Aurora Bella, to be here with us. And yeah, you wanna say something?
Yeah, thank you, Juan Amaro. Thank you very much, Leila, for joining us today. And you guys, if you made it till the end of this episode, massive thanks.
Yep, thank you, and we'll see you guys on the next cast. Ciao!
Adult Talk, a podcast by AdultWork.